today I want to show you guys how to properly adjust the governor on a small engine, whether it be a Honda clone such as this little Kohler engine. But basically what you're going to do is you have this governor arm. It's attached to the throttle linkage or the throttle arm on the carburetor. Whenever you go to advance or dethrottle, all you're doing, whenever you use this or you have a throttle cable, all you're doing is tightening up a governor spring. As you can tell right there, whenever you manipulate the throttle, all you're doing is pulling a spring tighter on the governor arm here. Now, what's going to happen is whenever that spring gets tighter, you would think that it's just going to make the carburetor go to wide open. So you have your governor arm that's attached right here. Now, this is what we in the industry, we call this the hockey stick per se. At the end of this is an L-shaped little metal paddle that pushes up against the governor spool on the inside of the engine. So whenever this engine is running, that governor spool is constantly spinning with the, it's either the camshaft sometimes, or sometimes it's operated by the crankshaft. It just depends on the design. But however, it's sensing engine speed. And this governor spool has little flyweights in it. And the faster that the engine is revved, the harder it wants to sling these weights out. And a pintle slides in and out against this governor arm or this governor shaft. So this center shaft here is constantly being manipulated back and forth as the engine speed or engine load. So that's how you maintain this arm in relationship to the carburetor at a constant, 3,200 RPMs, 3,400 on this power washer, and 3,750 on a generator. But my main point for this video is to show you how to get your preliminary adjustment for just about any engine with a governor, whether it be a horizontal engine like this or even a 1970 Briggs Stratton single cylinder vertical motor. The procedure is going to be all the same, and I'll show you what happens when you adjust this the wrong way. You can't get it wrong. I mean, you can, but you shouldn't be getting it wrong. So to adjust a small engine governor, you want to make sure that your carburetor is in the wide open position. So you'll want to make sure your throttle is wide open. You want to make sure the carburetor is in its wide open position, not at idle. And what we're going to do, it just basically is so easy. All you need is a pair of pliers and a 10mm wrench in most cases. So what we're going to do, I'm going to loosen off on this just to show you that this center pintle will move either way a long ways. If you were to go the wrong way with this, let me do it the wrong way. If you adjust this going to be stuck. You won't be able to move it because the end of this rod is literally being blocked by probably something in there like the engine block. But to properly set the governor on any small engine is going to be just like this here. You want to make sure your carburetor is in the wide open position. Whatever direction this arm goes, this arm is going counterclockwise, so that means you want to go clockwise with your governor rod. Go all the way to the right. Make sure your carburetor is in wide open, and then just tighten your nut down. And that will get full range of motion on the carburetor, and that way you know that your static or your dynamic, this is your static governor adjustment, and your dynamic governor adjustment is how tight you make that spring.